Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Libra 22-2022. Steadying energies in the first half of the day can be grounding and useful. You feel most accomplished if you pay special attention to details or chores you've let slide in the past. You're making smart decisions and seeing your priorities clearly. A thorough approach works best with Mercury and Saturn in harmony. As the day advances, the moon moves into your work and health sector, extending this theme further. You feel good about getting your chores and responsibilities handled first and foremost. Mercury in your communication sector is in good shape today and tomorrow, and you're in a great position to talk things through. For best results, don't skip steps, be thorough. Your social platforms are buzzing with traction, and you're making quite an impression on your peers. And while you're likely staying on track with your spring festivities, your admirers can't get enough of your dominating presence. This is especially true when considering today's sweet sextile between Mercury, celestial ruler of your fifth house of fame, celebration, and romantic feelings, and Sirius Saturn in your sign. Truth is, you've made a name for yourself in the community, and you're getting more attention than you planned for. How you harness this energy when it comes to love depends on the mood you're in. Share your passion, love, and happiness with those around you. Put your energies into a group project and work to create together much more magical and meaningful than anything you could create alone. You are not alone in the world, and you will find that you have much to learn from others who share your ideals. Be careful today. You could indulge in a moment of weakness with potentially devastating consequences. If you are in a relationship, you could be tempted by a forbidden passion, but this comes at a particularly inopportune moment due to the presence of Jupiter in your astral sky, which radiates its harmful influxes. Curb your ardor, and if you are in doubt in your current relationship, favor a constructive dialogue to try this difficult pass. Speak it into existence. With Saturn transiting your sign for quite some time now, you may have grown into a more mature version of your professional self. If there is something you want to bring into fruition, plan during Saturn's sextile with Mercury in Taurus. The sextile is exciting, considering the future with an open mind and surefire gumption. This is the perfect transit to talk about your goals as a professional, like leveling up your disposition or wardrobe. You could even make a strong, lasting impression during this transit, so be mindful of your stature. Your stuff should work relatively well today, and you should have no problem communicating your ideas to others. More than that, you will be able to communicate without speaking. You will simply feel things instead of saying them verbally. Your receptivity to other people's problems is strong, so use your receptive nature to help heal people's emotional wounds. Just make sure you don't end up carrying his load. You will feel in great shape today and want to put this dynamism at the service of those around you. You will be overflowing with enthusiasm and have 1,000 projects for you and your loved ones. Be careful not to tire them unnecessarily and give them breaks if they show the need. Do not hesitate to use this burst of energy to try to finish some work that you started a while ago but that you have put aside for too long. Your freedom-loving nature may seem a bit dampened today, but don't let it get you down. Things might not be lining up exactly perfectly, but that's not a reason to get frustrated. Perhaps the situation was just not meant to be. Look for a higher, more practical solution. You have got all the information you need to make an intelligent decision, even regarding your finances. Personal relationships don't always run according to plan. Turbulent situations crop up again and again, requiring all your energy. Smaller arguments and conflicts seem to be pre-programmed. Keep calm and deal with this turmoil in a relaxed fashion. Whatever happened to basic politeness? More than most, you see the need for courtesy and respect even when you aren't getting it back in the same form. Just stay pleasant. If you feel your romantic life needs re-evaluating, make an assessment of your personal life and understand what is positive, unique, and desirable about you, also what you want and why from a relationship. In this way you can create a sure and positive impression when you first meet others that they can respect. The Boy Scout motto applies to women as well: be prepared. Something you have long wished for may come to fruition today. Are you ready for the changes this is likely to bring? Accept this as the wonderful gift that it is. There are no strings attached, no hidden agendas, and no small print in the contract. Take this gift at face value, and don't forget to say thank you. There is enormous knowledge that can be gained in knowing how to have fun. And this day is just the perfect vibration to see you learning how. It's a great thing to see a personality poring over a book, studying, or writing, as this is what makes you tick for the most part. However, all work and no play really can make you and your life terribly dull. Let the flow of this essence take you to some adventure. You can use these same inward-focused skills to explore uncharted territory. Our eyes in the sky. There is a lot happening at once with today's transits. A strong pull between air and fire has its hand in moving things forward in a practical way and jumping into things courageously. Remember that everyone thinks they're right at this time. There is a conviction in the collective that can go either way. Pay close attention to the news you receive over the next few days, and don't give up on your dream. With plenty of raw and real conversations going on, you might come to a conclusion that you have needed to see and understand for many years. This sentiment is brought to you by the minor connection between the Sun in Libra and Neptune, which is retrograde in Pisces, and by the North Node of Destiny. Emotions could be erratic, forcing us to see relationships from a different perspective and allowing us to be more selfish when it comes to partnerships. Never compromise your needs and desires for those of others. This could cause a complete change in direction for your internal compass. Above all else, we are aware of the fleeting nature of time, and seek to use our energy deliberately to make a lasting impact on the world. This is a good lunar period for practical work that benefits from a slow and steady approach. We should, however, be cautioned not to identify so closely with our professional aims that we lose sight of our overall happiness. Beware depressing and negative self-talk, or falling victim to the trap that your worth hinges on your productivity. In the morning, the moon forms an uplifting sextile with Jupiter in Pisces, indicating that we have big dreams and we know that a sensible approach will enable us to achieve them. Although we might equate success with wealth and influence under the Capricorn moon, the sextile to Jupiter offers a more compassionate lens, enabling us to recognize that real wealth lies in creating positive change in our communities which will endure into the future. By setting up efficient structures, we create platforms for powerful manifestation magic, paying good fortune forward and helping others see their dreams become realities. The desire to write down your thoughts on a subject you've been either thinking about or possibly even researching could come upon you today, even if you don't try to do any more with it than post it on an internet news group. If you've been thinking about trying your hand at a magazine article on this or any subject, this is the time to get started. Your mind is sharp and your self-expression free-flowing.